So just as an extra note, what you need to bear in mind as well is when you come to remove the Gearstick Gaiter, make sure you've got a cable tie, because you've got to remove the original cable tie and replace it with a new one when you've completed it. So now we've removed the cable tie. If you're wondering how you're going to remove the Gearstick knob, basically on this model, I've never done it before, so I don't know if they're the same on all, but with this particular one, it's literally a case of turning it counterclockwise on the thread, and this will remove your Gearstick knob completely. So now we're looking at the Gearstick trim removed from the dash panel. You can see it's got the silver trim around the bottom of the Gaiter, so we need to look at removing this so that we can replace the actual Gaiter. So if we just turn the trim over, on the underside you can see at various points the silver clips that hold that silver trim in place. So what we're going to do now is we're going to remove that silver trim, and hopefully it'll allow us to remove the old Gaiter. So before we move the plastic chrome trim, just a quick note. As you can see, I've already started to undo the staples that hold the Gaiter in place. I'm using a flathead screwdriver for this, and basically all I'm doing is I'm sliding the screwdriver down behind the staple and prising them forward. Just do it gently because it's plastic at the back, and you don't want to break the plastic. I'm doing this with one hand, so it's looking a little bit difficult, but when you use both hands, it's not so bad, and you can use your fingers to prise the staples open a little bit further. So as you can see, I've removed the staples from the Gaiter that hold it in place. I've been careful with this, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these again, rather than staple punch more holes into the plastic trim. I'll use them again. So be careful when you're undoing the staples and removing them, and that way you don't damage the staple and you don't damage the plastic. So now I'm going to look at removing the chrome trim from the underneath, releasing the clips, and hopefully the Gaiter assembly will come out relatively easy. So now, as you can see, we've managed to remove the chrome trim, which just basically, if you gently push the clips out of the housings on the main trim, the actual silver trim falls out and the whole Gaiter assembly will come away. Now what we need to do is look at removing the Gearstick knob, and then look at reassembling it all with the new Gearstick Gaiter. So to remove the Gearstick knob, as you can see, it's only held in place by some plastic clips inside. So basically you just need to push them together, and the Gearstick knob should come away from this chrome plastic ring that holds it in place with the Gaiter. And there you have it. It was just literally a quick process of pinching them two clips together, and the Gearstick knob came away from the chrome housing, which then just pulled off the old Gaiter. So that's your full assembly in pieces now. So we're just going to look at replacing the old Gaiter with the new one. Just something to consider when you're replacing your Gaiter. If you get a Gaiter like I have with the CRV embroidery, this is going to be sitting forward most of your Gearstick. So when you place your Gearstick Gaiter in position on your chrome trim, you need to make sure that you've got the embroidery at the uppermost part of the Gearstick assembly. I'm assuming if you use another Gaiter that doesn't have the embroidery on, it's just a plain black Gaiter, then I don't think it will really matter which way you put it on. Okay, so we've now got the Gaiter fitted into the trim housing. I'll just turn it over so you can see what it looks like on the underside. As you can see, I've used the existing staples to staple the flaps back down. They're quite secure now. Just have to be a bit careful when you're doing this, not to break the staples. If you've got an heavy duty stapler, then that's great, use that, but if you haven't, just take your time, it's worth it, and you'll be able to refix the flaps using the original staples. So now I've replaced the chrome plastic trim. It's starting to look a little bit as it should. So now I'm just going to reattach the Gearstick knob and then look at reattaching it to the Gearstick. I've actually bought a new Gearstick knob for this, so I won't be replacing the original one, but as I said before, you know, if you are going to do this, make sure you've got a cable tie ready to reattach the original Gearstick knob if you choose to stick with that one. So here we have it. The Gaiter's now fitted on back onto the trim, and the trim's now fitted back into the dash. As you can see, it's all nice and flush. Bit difficult putting the new Gearstick on, Gearstick knob on. A little bit different to the original one, but I think it's safe to say that it's looking a lot better than it was before I started, and with the old ripped Gaiter. So I hope you find this video useful. Next time I do some more DIY, I'll try and make another film for you to watch. Thanks for watching.